Hello from Freedomtax Accounting. We are an accounting firm where we have been providing quality tax and accounting services now for over 20 years. If you are new to this YouTube channel, we provide the best tax and accounting strategies to help small businesses reach their financial goals. But for the last couple of weeks, we have been concentrating on the PPP and EIDL programs from the SBA. And today on September 2nd, we are going to talk about the rules on how much you can pay yourself as the business owner from the PPP funds if you are self-employed or if you are part of a partnership. Now, important to note that we are recording this video on September 2nd. The date is important because the PPP rules have been constantly changing, so there may be some things that we discuss in this video that will change as soon as tomorrow. So that's the importance of subscribing to our channel, because we are doing our best to bring you the latest information and the correct information regarding the PPP and EIDL loans. Now, before we continue, remember that this video is intended for educational purposes and should not be taken as legal or tax advice. You should consult with your financial professionals about your unique financial situation before acting on anything discussed in this video. Freedomtax Accounting or its members cannot be held liable for any use or misuse of this content. So basically, what will we talk about in this video? For you business owners that have received the PPP loan funds, maybe you're asking yourself, how much can I pay myself from the PPP funds, and how do I pay myself? And that's what we are going to discuss today for self-employed, independent contractors, sole proprietorships, and if you're part of a partnership. Now, if you are an owner of an S corporation or of a C corporation, we did do a video about how to pay yourself from the PPP loan if you are an owner of an S corporation or a C corporation. Okay, just look up in our playlist how to pay yourself from PPP funds for S corps and C corps, and you can find that information there. Now, the information we are going to discuss today is from the latest SBA guidelines that were released on August 24th. All right. Now, the question is, how much can I pay myself as the business owner from PPP loan funds? The answer is that you can pay yourself as much as you want. Realistically, from the PPP funds, you can pay yourself as much as you want. But that is not the correct question you should be asking. The correct question should be, how much can I pay myself as the business owner from PPP loan funds in order to be eligible for forgiveness? Because you can pay yourself as much as you want, but if you do it that way, there may be a portion of your PPP loan that will not get forgiven. And the goal is to get the PPP loan funds 100% forgiven. All right. Now, there are two things that affect the amount of owner compensation that is eligible for PPP forgiveness. The first thing is the type of business you have. If you have a C Corp, an S Corp, a Schedule C, independent contractor, partnership, nonprofit, depending on the type of business you have, there are different rules on how you can pay yourself as the business owner from PPP funds and also achieve forgiveness. The second thing that affects how much you can pay yourself from PPP is whether you are using the 8-week period or the 24-week period. Now let's discuss the second one first. So how does the covered period affect how much you can pay yourself from PPP? It basically, depending on the covered period you choose, it changes the owner compensation forgiveness formula, basically. So if you do choose the 8-week covered period, the formula is your 2019 wages divided by 52 and multiplied by 8. Okay, and it is capped at $15,385. Okay, and this option is available for PPP loans that were received before June 5th. Now, if you choose the 24-week period, the formula for owner compensation is your 2019 wages divided by 12 multiplied by 2.5, capped at $20,833. So under the 24-week period, you can pay yourself more as the business owner and also achieve PPP loan forgiveness. Okay, now the type of business is the second thing that affects how you can pay yourself. We will start with the self-employed, independent contractors, also proprietor. How do you know if your type of business is self-employed, independent contractor, also proprietor? Basically, take a look at your personal tax return of 2019, and if you filed your business taxes under a Schedule C or even a Schedule F, that's for farming, then you are considered a self-employed individual. Okay, so basically, if you file your business taxes under Schedule C, you have to take a look at line 31 of your 2019 Schedule C. Where do you find that? If you go to your personal tax return of 2019, you're going to look for this page, the Schedule C. See the profit and loss from business for 2019. You scroll all the way down to line 31. The number that is here up to $100,000, meaning that if in line 31 there's $120,000, you only use $100,000 for the formula. Okay, so this is the Schedule C. So for the self-employed, line 31 of your 2019 Schedule C, you divide by 12, multiply by 2.5, whatever you get, that is the amount that you can pay yourself from PPP funds and achieve forgiveness. Now, if you file Schedule F, you go to line 34, okay? And you divide by 12, multiply by 2.5, and that's the amount that you as the business owner can pay yourself from the PPP funds and also achieve forgiveness. Now, the separate payments that your business made or yourself to health insurance, retirement, or state or local taxes are not eligible for additional loan forgiveness. Now, realistically, if you're self-employed and you filed Schedule C, you really don't need to worry about this, because if you got the correct PPP loan amount, once again, you have to verify it's line 31, Schedule C, or line 34 of Schedule F. You divide by 12 and 2.5. If you got the correct PPP loan amount, you can use the entire PPP loan funds to pay yourself, and you're going to get 100% forgiveness. So the issue that the health insurance and retirement and local taxes are not eligible for forgiveness really doesn't matter. So once again, why do self-employed individuals, sole proprietors, or anyone who files a Schedule C should achieve 100% forgiveness? Is because of this. Remember that the PPP loan formula, when you went to your lender or your bank to apply for your PPP loan with your Schedule C, this is the formula that they were supposed to use, because I know that some banks did it differently, but this is what the law says. The PPP loan formula is line 31 of your Schedule C, divide by 12, multiply by 2.5. That's how you get your PPP loan amount. Now look at the formula for owner compensation. So this is the formula on how much the owner can pay themselves and achieve forgiveness. If you see, it's the same formula. So when you go to apply for forgiveness, this is the amount you got, this is how much you can pay yourself and get forgiven, and they are basically going to cancel themselves out. So that's why self-employed independent contractors, also proprietors, or anyone who files a Schedule C and got PPP loan funds should get 100% PPP forgiveness. Okay, I hope you understand that. Okay, now let's talk about partnerships. We discussed the self-employed. Now we're going to talk about partnerships. Partnerships, remember, if you are a member of a partnership, that means that your business files Form 1065. Okay, now this is the rule for the partners of a partnership that are not on payroll. Now, if your business files under the Form 1065 and you are on payroll, then we need to talk, because you're paying a lot in taxes, and there is a better tax strategy for you on how to pay yourself. Okay, so once again, if your business files this Form 1065 for 2019, then your business is a partnership. Okay, now for the partners of a partnership, the amount of owner compensation, or how much they can pay themselves from PPP funds, it's a little bit different. Okay, the first step is that you have to look at box 14A of your 2019 K1 form. Okay, for example, inside your business tax return 1065, each partner, each member of the partnership should have inside the 1065, you should see the Schedule K1, Form 1065 for 2019. Each owner of the partnership, each member should have one K1 under their name. Okay, so first step is that you need to take a look at line 14. Okay, sometimes it says line 14A. Okay, so whatever number's there for that particular partner, whatever's on box 14A of the K1, you divide by 12 and you multiply by 2.5. Now, that amount, you need to reduce it by Section 179 expense, which is on box 12, which is this box on your K1. Okay, Section 179 deduction. Okay, so whatever you get on this formula, you reduce it by whatever's on box 12 of the K1. You also reduce the unreimbursed association expenses deducted from your personal tax return Form SE, and you also reduce the claim depletion on oil and gas properties. Okay, now this is a little bit complicated, so we suggest that you talk to your CPA to get this resolved. But in most partnerships, you don't see this part. In most partnerships, you only see a box 14A with a number, and then whatever you go through this process and whatever's left in the formula, that number you multiply by 0.9235, and that's the amount that you can pay yourself as a partner of a partnership, as a general partner of a partnership, and achieve forgiveness. Okay, so partnerships are a little bit more complicated, so please discuss them with your CPA to make sure that you're paying yourself the correct amount from the PPP funds as a general partner and achieve forgiveness. Now, in the partnerships, separate payments for health insurance, retirement, or state or local taxes are not eligible for additional loan forgiveness. Now, the compensation is only eligible for loan forgiveness if payments to general partners are made during the covered period. So for self-employed, it's different. The self-employed is going to achieve basically automatic forgiveness, and they can pay themselves whenever they want. But as a general partner, you have to pay yourself the correct amount. To achieve PPP forgiveness, you have to pay yourself during the covered period, either 8 weeks or 24 weeks, which we always recommend the 24 weeks because you can pay yourself more and to achieve better 100% forgiveness. Okay, now this could all change. Why? Because there is a proposed bill in Congress called the Paycheck Protection Small Business Forgiveness Act. This, if this becomes law, then basically all PPP loans under $150,000 will be automatically forgiven. But once again, we have to wait till this becomes law and if it gets approved in Congress, okay? Now, thank you for watching this video. We hope you have received valuable information. If you have, please like this video. That way YouTube shows this video to more small business owners. Remember to subscribe to our channel, where we are doing our best to bring you the latest and correct information regarding PPP and EIDL loans. Plus, in the future, we will always post content relating on how to save money on taxes and the best tax strategies for your small business, okay? Now, this is our contact information. If you have any need for any tax or accounting service, even though we are in Florida, we are authorized by the federal government to represent individuals and small businesses in any of the 50 US states, okay? If you want a consultation regarding PPP or EIDL funds, we have lowered our consultation rate so we can help more and more small business owners, okay? Now, if you do not know us, we are part of Freedom Group. We are a group of 4 companies. We have the tax accounting firm, we have the immigration law firm, we have the real estate business, and we also have the insurance and financial planning business, so we can help you in many ways. Once again, thank you. God bless you. We are praying for you. We are praying for your family. We're praying for your business. Remember to subscribe to this channel and also watch the suggested video, where here you're going to learn about additional tax credits that are available for you, for your business during this coronavirus pandemic. Once again, God bless you. Have a great day. Bye.